Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It is 5:30 on Sunday afternoon. I haven't been to my granddaughter's today because which I normally am on a Sunday, but because I'm going to be there on Thursday for Christmas Day, I told her I would just, give Sunday a miss and give you a little breather. So you don't have to put up with me for extra time. She was laughing. She says, I don't need extra time. She says, she always misses when I'm not there. So that's why I'm at home today doing this video. But I have been doing a little bit shopping and that today. And I'm busy doing a little bit knitting. I'm getting on with my sweater, you can see. And I'm not sure how much I've done, about 12 inches I think it is now. I'll do it until it measures about 15.5 inches to the armholes, but I'll put that down because I have just, don't know where have I put it, I have just a few minutes ago had some Happy Meal, and this has come from Michelle, who she is All You Knit Is Love. I thought that was lovely when I opened that up. The Amazon man, and he was very quiet when he knocked at my door. It's a good job I had my hearing aid in because I wouldn't have heard him otherwise. He was very lightly tapped. I like me with not being able to hear very well. When anybody knocks at my door, I like them to bang on the door like I owe them money. I hear them then. But that's what Michelle has sent me, some Lindo chocolates. Lindo assorted, irresistibly smooth. All the sweets and things. I'm gonna be away a ton by the time Christmas is over. So that was lovely of Michelle, so thank you very much, Michelle. I'm going to enjoy eating those. And they are extra dark, milk, white and hazelnut. So there's 4 different flavours. I've never had those before, so that's something new. So I'll put that away for now. That's for Christmas. And talking about people knocking at my door. Yesterday the postman knocked and he had a parcel. It wasn't from me, it was for the girl next door. Now this girl next door, she may just as well get a parcel sent to me because she's never in. I've always got to accept her parcels for her. But I kept looking. Where I am now is my workroom, and it's at the back of my house, so I don't see anyone. And I only know when that young girl's in next door, when a car's there. If a car's not there, I know she's not in. But I had that parcel yesterday. I think I've been 3 times to her house, hoping she was in. Maybe a partner might have been away out in the car. And that, I know he does work on the oil rigs and things like that, so I'm not sure when he's home and when he's not home. But I've been 3 times to her house with that parcel. If anybody's knocked at my door, I've been in my workroom and I wouldn't have heard them knocking, even with a hearing aid. Once I shut the bedroom door, I never hear anybody knocking at my front door, even with a hearing aid in. But I was keep up and down and looking out the window to see if a car was there, and that was all day yesterday. And when I did see the car, it was late at night. It was after 10 when I came back. No, I'm not going to knock at that time. I'll wait until tomorrow morning. So this morning, I gets up and my breakfast, shower and that, and breakfast. And I looked out the window because I was getting ready after I'd been in the shower, and a car was there. I thought, oh, quick, I'll get ready and I'll nip out before I have my breakfast and that. By the time I got round and I looked again, the car was gone. And I've called again. I was going out shopping today and the car was gone. It's been gone all day. But I called in case, because she has a boy that's probably about 11 or something. I thought maybe she was way out shopping. She might have just left him in the house. I tried the door because I was going out shopping and no answer again. Tried again when I came back, the car wasn't there. And I'm wondering how I'm going to get rid of this parcel. You know, it's annoying when you got something like that, and the only thing I can do, I'm going to go down in my living room tonight and sit in my living room and do some knitting so I can watch for a car coming back. Because I'm never going to see it in my back room, and if she knocks when I'm up here, I don't hear anyway. I was very lucky that I heard the Amazon man knocking. But most other people know they knock hard on my door, bang, like, because I tell everybody else, you know, give a good hard knock when you knock because I won't hear you. Even when I'm in the living room, they have to knock loud because I don't hear very well, because I haven't got very good hearing, or I wouldn't be wearing a hearing aid, would I? But anyway, I've nearly finished this row, and I'll put this down in a minute and tell you one or two other things I'm doing. I'm nearly at the end of this row. I haven't sorted the other one out yet, which I'm going to pull out and knit up again because it's far too wide. But I've got other things I've been doing, which I'm going to show you. So I'll put that down. Now I finished something. I have to put the lining in it. This was something I think I showed a little while ago. I had been crocheting while I was in the car with my granddaughter one day. And I finished it off. I have to put the lining inside and stitch up the sides because I haven't done that yet, and put the cord for the hang round the neck. Because this was a while ago when I was in my granddaughter's car when we were driving down to my son's in Yorkshire. And I was sitting doing some crochet and I didn't have quite enough. I got about 2/3 of it done and I didn't have enough yarn with me, and I forgot to bring another ball with me. So it's been on my table thing for quite a long time, and I decided yesterday, oh, I'm going to finish that off, and I'm going to give it to my friend Molly for Christmas, because Molly was the very first person I ever made one of these phone pouches for, and she likes it just to hang around her neck like that, because she's almost 93 years old and she's not very steady on her feet, and she did have an accident one time where she broke her leg and she couldn't get to her phone or anything until someone came and found her. And she asked me one time if I would make her a little pouch for her to put her phone in, but just to hang around her neck, because she said she feels safe when she has that and she knows she's got her phone there for if she does have an accident, for the ring up help. And hers was the very first one I ever made, and I've made quite a lot since then and sold a lot. But I didn't know, I was just doing this for something to do when I was in my granddaughter's car, and I thought I'll finish this off, because when I was at Molly's house one day, she had said she had washed the other one and she was putting it on a radiator trying to get it dried in time so she'd have it to put round her neck again. So I'm making her another one for Christmas. This is going to be a Christmas box. I'm going to give this to her. I'm probably going to see her tomorrow, like, so I'll have to get the lining and that on this before tomorrow afternoon to give to Molly. So she's got one to change with the other one. And I'm also going to give her one of my little notion pouches, because I made one for my other friend quite some time ago, and Molly did say she liked it, and I never said I was keeping this one for her anyway, so she'll have a little pouch. She does crochet, Molly, but she's like the same as all of us. She has bits and pieces you can keep in your notion pouch. So I'm putting that, going to wrap those two up when I finish the pouch, and that'll be for Molly for Christmas. But I do have another one here. This is one I did try when I was doing these. I did try to put this one up on eBay for to sell. Well, eBay has their, what they call simple delivery. Now, if I deliver this myself, not using, because you have to get the labels off, you have to buy the labels off eBay for postage. It is cheaper than, you know, a small parcel or something like that. It is a lot cheaper than me paying for it in the post office myself. But when I tried to put this up, it wouldn't let me put it up in a large letter. It would only come up in a small parcel, which was going to cost £3 at the time. I'm not sure whether it's gone up, but it was £3.38 to post. But it only cost me £1.55 as a large letter to post it myself. So I couldn't put it up onto eBay, and I didn't really want to put it up onto Etsy either, because on eBay, if I asked, whatever I asked for something, if I asked £10, I get £10, but the customer has to pay a buyer protection fee. But on Etsy, if I put it up on Etsy, I would have to pay a fee, which works out round about, I think it's nearly 15% of the value of anything, and then you have the postage on top of that. So I thought, oh, I'll just hang on to it. I could give it to a present for somebody, you know, instead of trying to sell it on there, because I'm not going to put it up on eBay for a small parcel. When it's not a small parcel, it's under 100 grams. It's a large letter. It doesn't matter what I did on eBay, it would not let me change it to a large letter. And I couldn't put it up for the post myself. I can only get it through the special delivery or simple delivery on eBay, which is not as simple as they think it is. Put that on there and that on there. And I'll have to get a little bit material out, sort a little bit material out and stitch onto there. So I'm going to have to drag my sewing machine out. It's behind, you can't see it. My sewing machine is behind these little drawers here, which I have to pull them out. It's already plugged in and everything, just have to pull it out. But I hate having to drag things out. And another thing, I was going to do a tutorial for this little crochet, this little cardigan. That's how it'll look when it's folded. But like I said, I think they're my last video, I've never ever worked out a crochet baby cardigan myself. I've only ever done them from patterns. So I started the tutorial, and I've put the tutorial on how much I had done for this, how many stitches I had made the chain of, and what the stitch was. I don't know whether you can actually see the stitch on it. It's more or less the same stitch that I do on the little notion pouches and things like that. So I had showed how to do the stitch and said how to do it up to about 4.5 inches, which is what that measures now. And then I was going to do the rest of the tutorial to show how to split I've put stitch markers in, what a stitch to split for the stitches up for the back and then the two fronts. But as I've never done it before, I'm not going to bother with a tutorial for this. I'm going to finish it myself and write everything down that I do to make sure I get everything right, because I could mess the tutorial up as I don't really know what I'm doing yet. So there won't be a tutorial for this one. I'm going to finish it off first, write everything down that I do to make sure I get everything right on it, and then I'll do a tutorial. I'll start another one and do a tutorial on that one, because that's the way it's going to be, like that. And then I'll probably be doing an edge all the way around the whole lot and doing like a little scalloped edge on the bottom, and maybe straight up the front. There's a little scallop around the neck. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do the back and the fronts and that, whether I'm just going to go so far up and then do like pick all, you know, if you are knitting, like picking all the stitches up and doing it all around in one. I haven't made my mind up yet, because I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. So that's for that. So if anybody's waiting for that tutorial, you're going to have to wait until I actually finish that one and start another one to do the full proper tutorial from that, after I've worked out what I have to do. Because I can work things out in crochet myself, but I have to do it first to see how it comes out. It's that one. And another one, something else I've pulled out. This was the little scarf I was going to do with the pom-poms on. Well, I was looking at what I had done, and the stitches just looked so uneven and untidy, and I couldn't work out what I was doing wrong with it. And then I sort of realised I've used of the small, this is 4.5mm little very small circular needle. I've put it on a smaller circular needle because I think the other one was too big, and it was stretching the stitches, really stretching them out like that. You can see there, they're stretching them out like that. So I think when I was knitting them, it was making the stitches all uneven because it was so stretched, trying to stretch it out on because I didn't want a lot of stitches, but I got as many stitches as I could on the larger circular needles, which was about, I'm not sure what size it was actually. Oh, I'll put them all over there now. I had them all hanging over the arm of my settee here, but they're on the hanging up on the thing over there now. So this one is, where's my tape? No, I've lost my tape measure as well. I had my tape measure, I've lost that as well. It's gone. I thought it was on the floor. I must have took it somewhere to measure something, and now I've lost it. So I'm not sure whether this is a 16-inch or, oh, I don't think it is. I've got a measure on here. I'll keep that in half. That'll more or less tell me what it is. Oh, I think it's about a 9-inch, this one. The other one must have been about a 16-inch, which must have been too big for the number of stitches I had on, because it was stretching the stitches, and that's what was making the stitches, like my tension was terrible on it. That's where it made the stitches all different sizes. So I pulled it out, and I can see it's a lot neater doing it on the smaller one. Just I don't like this really small one, because the stitches tend to stick on the place where the cord joins the actual needle. I have to force them over sometimes. They don't go over smooth. I'll have to get some metal ones, because they're plastic, these. I'll have to get myself some these sizes that I use most, and some metal ones, I think, because the metal ones are much better. So that was something else I have changed. And that's another scarf I'm doing for myself. That's about all I've getting of that done of that one. That was a little bit wool that was left over from my cardigan. I'll have to do a bit more of that and get it done, because I like to wear this around my neck around the house now. Keeps my neck warm. It's funny because I don't put the heating on until I feel cold. But if I put this around my neck, I don't feel cold most of the time. So I wait until about tea time to put my heating on, unless it's really cold, and then I'll put it on earlier. So that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.